Good evening, everyone. Here we are with our 12th week of Reveal shows. Get what I did there? Reveal shows, getting ready to sell reveals for the week. We've got some really nice ones coming up this week. Bought a collection a few weeks back, and it's been shipped to me. And you can see what we have here, except for that OBW roll, which we'll find out a little bit later. How is everyone? Got a hurricane getting ready to move into Florida. Been doing some prep for my father. Eric's been doing his prep. He's got his storm shutters up, ready for the storm. So he will not scheduling any reveals for this week. So I'm guessing that now that we've prepped and canceled everything for him, he'll end up with sunny weather the entire time, and the hurricane will end up moving off and going somewhere else. Which, hey, good deal. It's like I bought my dad and his wife a hotel room for the night so that they could go and get in a hotel room and get away from the storm. And Dad says, well, what happens if the hurricane dissipates? And I said, well, then you got a free vacation night on me. So here we are. Does everybody hear me? Hope everybody hears me fine. There's Paul. Hello, Paul. Got Stanley, Coin Junkie. Got Eric here. There's Malcolm, Deanne, Farm Dog, P. Adams, Carl. Let's see, who else do we have here? It's been here earlier. Roger, Malcolm. Roger and Malcolm were here earlier. Sureg. Sorry, I didn't get a chance to respond to your question, Sureg, but we have that. Well, we should have that list up right now, but I don't have the list up right now. We have a 1954 D roll. We have a 1964 D roll. We have a 1953 D, 1951 D, 1952 D, 1946 S, 1942 plain, and 1949 S. Got chances of running into some really great stuff coming and going throughout this particular lot. All right, so it is 1 minute after 7 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and start explaining exactly what happens in this show so everyone will be aware. I'm getting ready to sell spots in rolls that we have not yet opened. In fact, I have not seen the contents of these rolls. I sell the spots prior to opening the roll. When we go through the roll, whatever we find inside belongs to whomever bought those coins. You buy your spots in here, a maximum of 3 per roll. And Eric, should I change it this time to a max of 5? Or should I stick with a max of 3? You let me know, Eric, what you think. Max of 5 or max of 3? But we have a maximum of 3 coins per person generally, and what we do is sell those spots. Then we go through the rolls, and if we find anything in there, whatever we find belongs to whomever bought the coin. Okay, we're going to go with 3. Okay, we're going to go with 3 maximum per person on these, and you can buy up to 3 spots per roll. We'll get you in there and in the flip insert for the coins as we're going through the roll. If we get any die varieties in there, we'll make sure to attribute those for you and give you the information about that die variety. If it happens to be a new one, you'll get a new discovery as a new listing on your flip insert. If your coin tends to be something we need to photograph for Coppercoins.com, we'll photograph your coin, and your coin will end up being the new plate coin for Coppercoins.com. That means the coin that is actually used on the website. And if that happens, we will send you a hand-signed flip insert that says this is a plate coin, and if you send it into NX, they will slab your coin with that plate coin designation. That, to some people, makes the plate coins a little more valuable than other coins. So there we go. Yes, and Eric also says he's going to start mailing out the reveals that are already finished, that he's already gone through after the storm passes. Should be Thursday or Friday before he can get to that. We're just waiting for this Hurricane Ian to pass and figure out exactly what's going on from there. So here we go. This is how this works. And as everybody who's not been on here before will know, or will not know, everyone who has been on here before will know, but those others will not know, that I place the title onto the screen so that you can see what we're doing, and it is a shotgun start. I count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then when I say go, that's when I start accepting purchases in the roll. The reason I do it this way is because most people buy the max of 3, and there are usually well more than 50 coins worth of people to purchase coins, and we end up running down to the end of the roll before we get to the end of the list of people wanting coins. So you have to be one of those first people in there to get your 50 or get within that 50 coins of the roll. So for this one, this is reveal number 472. First one this week. It's this roll right here. I'll pop off the cap because I think I can. Nope, this one's taped shut. Well, screw it. We'll take the tape off. I'll show you the top. Take the tape off and show you the top coin in the roll. There is the top coin in this roll. Looks pretty decent. Looks like a nice one. So we've got a 1954 plastic tubed roll. These are going to run $3.75 per coin. There's a maximum of 3 available. If you want to get in on this, I need a bin plus a number. Bin 1, bin 2, bin 3, or bin max. And we can get you there. All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. It's reveal number 472. It's a 1954 D roll. These are $3.75 per coin, and we're starting off with Ant. So Ant for 1, 2, 3. Then we've got Paul Hampton for 3. Farm Dog Wants 1. Taco John for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Then we have Surag for 1. We've got Coins and Ghouls for 2. Then we have Carl for 3. Deanne for 3. Then we have Chuck Patillo for 2. Hello, Chuck. And let's see, what else do we have here? We've got Malcolm for 3. Jim Fletcher for 3. Hello, Jim. And we've got Dennis Paulson for 1. Hello, Dennis. Brian Rogel for 2. Hello, Brian. Then we've got Roger Borland for 3. Stanley for 3. Then we've got Mike Birchman for 3. And then we've got, see, Jim Fletcher's already gotten in. Klaus Blem wants 2, and that's all I have left. So Klaus Blem will be the last person to get in on this roll. And it looks like we got an exact match for the number of coins I had available, which is always a great thing. And that does it for that. That's how it works, folks. Pretty simple. Now, I have a 1964D. This one is an original Security First National Bank roll. There's one end. There's the other end. I happen to know this is a 64D because of the source it came from. So here we are with the 1964D roll. Let's see. This is reveal number 473. Reveal number 473. 1964D, Security First National Bank, original bank wrapped roll. These are going to be $2 per coin. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Chuck Patillo bins 2. Mike Birchman for 3. Paul Hampton for 3. Surag for 2. Jim Fletcher for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Roger Borland for 1. Klaus Blem for 2. Then we have Ant for 3. Then we have Deanne for 3. Stanley for 3. Carl for 3. Farm Dog for 1. Dennis Paulson for 1. Coins and Ghouls for 2. Taco John for 3. Malcolm for 3. And we have 3 remaining. Anybody out there who wants to try this out and who has not done it yet and is registered with us, speak up now. I'll get you in here for $2 a coin. You can find out what it's like. Otherwise, I'm ready for anyone else to request additionals. Carl wants to. Let me see if anybody else comes in. If nobody else comes in, we'll definitely do that. Jim wants the max again. Okay, Roger Borland wants 1. I don't think I got Roger in for 1. Roger, I guess, wants 1 more, so I'm going to put Roger in for another. Oops. That's not going to work. Sorry, Eric. I'll get Roger Borland in for 1. And let's see. Did Paul Hampton? Paul Hampton did not come in. He did. Paul Hampton did come in on this roll. Let's see. So I'll go back to the beginning. Carl wanted 2 more. So I'll give Carl 2 more. And he was next in line. So that does it. I got Roger Borland at the end, and then I got 2 for Carl at the end. Hello, Stephen. Good evening, sir. All right, next roll up. I guess we have another. I'm probably going to have to take some tape off of. Yes. Go ahead and take the tape off now. You guys are seeing I'm actually opening this roll as we speak. Right here. Yes, and it took the date and mint mark off because they wrote it after they taped it. So I don't forget or not know what this is. I'm going to write the date and mint mark back on the cap. Not with that pen. There we go. There. Got it written back on there. And I can pop this open. Oh, yeah. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice roll there. 1953D. So this is going to be reveal number 474. It's a 1953D roll. And it is a 53D plastic tube roll. These are going to be $3.75 per coin. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ant for 3. Paul Hampton for 3. Then we've got Jim Fletcher for 3. Stanley for 3. Taco John for 3. And then we've got Penny Hoarder for 3. And then we've got Klaus for 2. Sureg for 2. Coins and Ghouls for 2. Mike Birchman for 3. Stephen A. for 3. Farm Dog for 1. Carl for 3. Deanne for 3. Then we've got Malcolm for 2. Dennis Paulson for 1. And Brian Rogel for 3. And I have 1 spot left. I guess that'll go to Carl. And so that does it for that roll. 1953D. Oh, there's Mary Maddie. She wants 3. And let me give her that last spot that Carl had. I'd like to get more people involved in these rolls if I can. So, Mary, you'll get that one last spot at the end of this roll. and I will move on. We have now 1951D. 1951D. Here's the end of that roll. 1951D. These are going to be, what are $4.50 per coin. All right, they're reveal number 475, 1951D, plastic tube roll. They are $4.50 per coin. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I have Sureg for 1. Then I have Mr. Fletcher for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Stephen A. for 3. Farm Dog for 1, Stanley for 3, Ant for 3, and then I have Coins and Ghouls for 1, Mike Birchman for 3, Taco John for 3, I've got Malcolm for 2, Dennis Paulson for 1, Carl for 3, Penny Hoarder for 3, and then Klaus for 2. Deanne for 3. Mary Maddie for 2. And I have 5 spots left at the end of that. Let me go back and make sure I got everybody. Let's see, I've got Sureg, Jim Fletcher, Paul Hampton, Stephen, Farm Dog, Stanley, Ant, Coins and Ghouls, Mike Birchman, Taco John, Malcolm, Dennis, Carl, Penny Hoarder, Klaus for 2. I've got Deanne for 3, Mary for 2. Okay. Jim, I'll give you 3 more. And then Carl, I'll give you 2 more, and that'll be done. That's it for that. That 1951D, man, there's a nice double die obverse, and there's a chance for OMMs in there, too. That's over mint marks, D over S. That ought to be pretty cool. Here's a 1952D roll. Coming up next, 1952D. There are a number of RPMs known in 1952D. Let's see what the roll looks like. Okay, that's a nice clean-looking roll. 1952. Denver Mint, reveal number 476. 476 is a 1952D plastic tube roll. These will be $3.95 a piece. We're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, I got Stanley for 3. Then I've got Jim Fletcher for 3. Ant for 3. And then I've got Malcolm for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Then I've got Penny Hoarder for 3. Then Stephen A. for 3. Taco John for 3. Farm Dog for 1. Brian Rogel for 1. Coins and Ghouls for 1. Deanne for 3. Then Sureg for 1. Mike Birchman for 3. Dennis Paulson for 1. Klaus Blem for 1. Carl for 3. Then I've got Mary Maddie for 3. And then I have additionals. See, I have a total of 3 remaining. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to split it between the 3 people who want one at the end of the roll. I'll give 1 to Carl, 1 to Jim, 1 to Paul. And that will be the end of this roll. So I move on Thank you, folks. Move on now to the next roll. Reveal number 477. Well, this one be kind of special. This is a 1946S roll. 1946S has a lot of goodies. Bunch of goodies, and a really nice, really nice value to roll for what you can possibly find. Double dies, RPMs, OMMs, all kinds of great stuff in these. So we're going to run this 477, reveal number 477. It is going to be $7.95 per coin. And I'm going to start this one up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Reveal number 477, 1946S. We got Stanley for 3. We got Jim Fletcher for 3. Taco John for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Mike Birchman for 3. Paul Hampton for 2. Deanne for 3. Sureg for 1. And we've got Ant for 3. We've got Steven for 3. What do we have next here? Coins and Ghouls gets 1. Farm Dog gets 1. Brian Rogel for 2. Then we've got Malcolm for 2. Got Carl for 3. Klaus Blem wants 1. Richard Sappington for 2. Hello, Richard. Wanda. See, Mary wants 2. I'm going to go to Carl after I get finished. Jim after I get finished. There won't be enough left because I have Mary wanting 2. And then I have Wanda wanting 3. And that sells the roll out. That sells my 46S roll out. And I appreciate it to everyone who was able to get in. Now one that is a wee bit of a scarcity. You don't see these as often as you might think, being a Philadelphia Mint roll. But being this early in date, they don't show up a lot. That one's another one that gave me a fit getting the tape off. So hang on just a second. Go ahead to put the date back on the cap. Oh, man, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, 1942. You like my shirt? Yeah. It says down here at the very bottom, it says Dark Side of the Mississippi, right below the name of the state. That's really cool. My mom got that for me somewhere up in Springfield. All right. Those of you who may not know, I am from Springfield, Missouri originally. It's my hometown. Okay, here we go. Reveal number 478. Reveal 478 is a 1942 Philadelphia plastic roll, plastic tube roll. We're going to do this one at $6.50 per coin. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. $6.50 per coin, 1942 Philadelphia. All kinds of double dies and nifty things to find in those. Reverse and obverse. We're going to check the reverse on all of those. Jim Fletcher for 3. And then we've got Taco John for 3. Mike Birchman for 3. Ant for 3. Then we have Stanley for 3. Chuck Patillo gets 1. Klaus gets 2. Paul Hampton for 2. Then we have Farm Dog for 1. JJ Addict for 1. Then we have Stephen A for 3. Sureg for 1, or 2. Sureg for 2. Then we have Malcolm for 2. Coins and Ghouls for 2. Then we have Dennis Paulson for 2. And then Penny Hoarder for 3. Let's see what we've got left after that. Oh, we have enough. Let's see. We've got Penny Hoarder for 3. We've got Brian Rogel for 1. And then we have Carl for 3. Richard Sappington would like 2. And Deanne gets in for 1. And then I can do Wanda for 1. And the roll is sold out. So Wanda gets 1. Unfortunately, Mary, I cannot get you in this one. Let's see, Jim, I can't get you any extras. And that is it for that roll. I'm really hoping for the best on that roll. 42p can be really, really nice. As can 1949S. It is very possible for 1949S to return some very nice RPMs, some nice double die obverses. I believe there's a couple of double die reverses that would be possible in 1949S. So you never know what we're going to figure out with this. If I can get the cap open. There we go. Okay, it's a relatively clean roll. It looks pretty nice. So 1949S, we're going to be doing these at $7.50 per coin. Pretty expensive roll. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, where do we go first? Richard Sappington for 1. Malcolm for 2. Then we got Taco John for 3. Penny Hoarder for 3. Sureg for 1. Then we've got Steven for 3. Jim for 3. Farm Dog for 1. Then we've got Stanley for 3. Int for 3. Then we've got Paul Hampton for 2. Mike Birchman for 3. Deanne for their 3. Then we've got Coins and Ghouls for 1. Dennis Paulson for 1. Carl for 3. Klaus for 2. JJ Addict for 1. Wanda for 3. Now let's see, what do I have left here? I have 2 remaining. Of the 2 remaining, I think I'll give 1 to Carl and 1 to Jim. So 1 extra for Carl, 1 extra for Jim, and we're good there. Now, big announcement. Something I haven't even mentioned yet, but you guys are going to be the first to be able to get in on this. On this trip that I made this past weekend, I'm going to move this out of the way and go grab a box. I'll be right back. On the trip that I made this past weekend, I managed to grab a whole bunch of proof quarters. These are proof quarters from all different kinds of years, designs. Here's the Kansas statehood quarter. Let's see, what's another one here? Let me grab another one out of here to show. What's this one? This one's a Massachusetts statehood quarter. Let's see. I have all sorts here. This one's a Nevada state quarter. So I have a ton of statehood quarters. Statehood quarters, there's national parks quarters, there's older quarters in here. There's no silver in this, but they do go back quite a ways. So here's one of the special ones from 2009, Virgin Islands. Let's see. Here's one from Iowa. Let's see, what else do we have here? Yeah, all kinds. All different kinds of places, all different kinds. Here's one, the Washington, D.C. with Duke Ellington. Or District of Columbia. Not Washington, D.C., but whatever. Here's a 1977. So, all different kinds of stuff. These are all clad. But we are going to try a quarter proof pull. I'm going to see if I can get enough people involved to do a quarter proof pull. It's going to be 10 total coins per person, maximum. This is proof pull number 8. Proof pull number 8. You get one proof coin for a $3.50 pull. You can bin up to 10. Right? Quarters are up. Okay, and I'm going to take this per person as we go along. Let's see. Jim wants 10. Let's see who's next. Penny Hoarder. And then who? Wanda. Then who? Taco John. Okay. Got Taco John in there. I've got Malcolm. Let's see. Who else do I have? Coins and Ghouls was in, and then he backed off. He's probably going to come back later for some. Let's see. Carl is next. Make sure I got the right number per person. Wouldn't want to stick 11 in there accidentally. Let's see. Stanley. Then Richard. Sureg. For 5. Okay. Let's see. Who's next? Wanda. You're already in, Wanda. Got you in up above. Deanne wants 2. Let's see. Jim, I already got you in for the max. Hey, Sand Digger. Let's see. Oh, okay. Got your number 2s. Okay. Got your 2s today. Okay. I got it. Glad you did. Coins and Ghouls in for 5. Let's see. What do we have next? Paul Hampton for 4. Let's see. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Thank you very much, sir. Dennis Paulsen will be in for 2 of these. Let's see. Sureg says bin one more for a total of 6, so Sureg will get 1 more. All right. Much appreciated, folks. Thank you very much. Let me count up what we have so far to see if we have a viable grouping as of yet. See what my grand total is here. Okay, oddly enough, folks, you guys have purchased exactly 100 spots in this. 100 have sold. I could do up to 10 per person. Anyone wants to get in who has not yet gotten in, or anyone who wants to total up to 10 may do so. I cannot do more than 10 coins per person. It ends up making the show too long. Let's see. The 74D OBW rolls. Coins and Ghouls, I really, really, really appreciate that. Can you send me a picture of a wrapper? If I get a picture of the wrapper, I'll know exactly what I'm looking for. Just have to be sure I know exactly which rolls they are. Well, I can get one out and try to search it out. I might give out some gifts. Might get some nice coins as gifts. This this party boat that I got involved in over this past weekend, where I purchased more coins than my truck would hold, what boo-hoo, Wanda? You'll fill what out, hon? I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you boohooing, Wanda? Anyhow, I'll continue my story. My story also not only includes quarters, but it includes half dollars. And it also includes golden dollar coins and SBAs. So I have Susan B. Anthony dollar proofs. I have, what about the quarters, hon? You'll fill it out. Fill what out? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Wanda. You want them all. You want more than 10. Is that what it is? Is it a boohoo or a woohoo? So many pennies. Yes, so many pennies. I got a lot of stuff to talk with you guys about, to offer you eventually, but for right now, we're going to stick with what we've got right here. Got your girls too. Well, Mary didn't speak up here. Sissy isn't here to speak up, but I tell you what, I'm going to be offering these during the auction tomorrow as well. So if anybody needs time to think prior to getting to the auction, we can deal with it then. And we can deal with it tomorrow during the auction. Our auction is going to be large tomorrow. It's going to be a very nice auction. Got a lot of stuff to offer you guys, and it is not all pennies. There's a lot of stuff coming up that's not just pennies. How about that? How about that? How about this? Got a lot of stuff, folks. A lot of stuff in. We're going to be going through in the auction tomorrow. Lots and lots of stuff. We also have a lot of pennies. That doesn't change. I think this past weekend I bought close to 140,000 pennies. So I'll have enough to feed everyone for a little while. Right? No list yet, Taco. I'm going to get the list up there this evening. I still have to work on a few other things. I had planned on shipping packages and taking care of my Tuesday auction list today. And, well, the slight turn of a hurricane forecast and concern over my father has put me into working most of the day on trying to find a place for my father to go during the hurricane. So I will be taking care of it this evening, though. I'm finished with that part of the business, and now I can move back into coins and do coins instead of trying to find a place for my dad and stepmom to go to spend their hurricane time. Let's see, what else do I have? I have, over 950 proof quarters I purchased. Also purchased about 500 half dollars and about 400 full dollar proofs, the golden dollars. Let's see. How about penny folders? Penny folders, like the Whitman penny folders, the blue ones. I got a bunch of them that are full of coins. That's right, a bunch of them. Let's see, I got over 12 bags of all copper memorial cents. Over 12 bags. That's 12 5,000 count bags. These are not searched for varieties. Nothing in this has been searched for varieties. The gentleman who collected these coins has passed, and these coins were mainly an effort to just spend time because he lived way out in the country, and this is what he did. And so we are in the midst right now of trying to figure out exactly what we're going to do with these and how. And then we're going to start announcing what we've got and what we can sell it for and all that good stuff. But tomorrow is the beginning of it because tomorrow is going to be a large auction where you will have the opportunity to bid, well, let's just say insanely low bids that you can actually own this stuff at these very low bid prices if nobody outbids you. So yeah. So the quarter proof pull will be this week, of course. I have one reveal 1939S roll that I owe you guys from 2 weeks ago. And then the other 8 rolls that we just sold this evening will also be during this week. We have an auction tomorrow. Nothing else until Sunday. We'll have an auction on Sunday as well. One of the rolls that 40s and 50s written on it had a 17p. Wow, there you go. Wanda can buy bunches. Well, Wanda, we need to talk about that because I have bunches you can buy. I have more coins than any one person should be allowed to own. But Eric is going to try to be here for the auction tomorrow. It depends on the schedule of the hurricane's arrival. Eric is all battened down, ready to go. But when the hurricane gets there, it's not necessarily a danger thing to Eric as far as the winds and the hurricane itself are concerned so much. But Florida tends to be a state where power goes out when you breathe on the lines. And so the wind will probably knock him out of power for at least a day or two. And so we will do what we can to have Eric present during all of the shows this week, which may or may not happen. But let's wish the best for Eric and everybody in Florida as they, well, go through this Hurricane Ian. And hopefully Ian decides to poof out before it makes it to Florida. And all they have is a bunch of rain. So we'll see. You got a lovely bunch of copper coins. Copper coins. Oh, I've also got copper rounds, folks. Yep, got copper rounds. Got some pretty copper rounds. Commemorative coins. I have some commemoratives. I have some proof sets. Let's see. I have a number of pretty nice things that we can work through over the coming weeks. So I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. for Coppercoins Coin Night Live Auction. I believe it's going to be number 142. Number 142. It's Ian, I-A-N. It's gonna, yes, it will miss Palm Beach County, Penny Hoarder. I don't see it going over in that direction at all. Maybe a little bit of wind, maybe a little bit of rain, but you're not going to get anywhere near the destructive force that like Manatee and Pinellas County will. All right, folks. Well, I'll talk to you later. You guys have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.